Hello and welcome to Planet Power Tarot. This is for the sign of Aquarius for the month of October 2022. Now, I like to start with an oracle card to get a little bit of the tempo of the read. And I also like to start by thanking everyone for stopping by and spending time with me. I am honored. So we are going to take a look at some aspects for you, Aquarius, for the month of October. So let's get to it. Face your fears. Farewell to fear phantoms. It's a good message for us all, right? Alrighty. And then we're going to go ahead and get an animal spirit oracle as well. Now, I went ahead and prepared all of my decks prior to filming just to save some time during our reads. But I will, I always give them a good little shuffle prior to the read. Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. All right, you're going to face your fears and you are going to be a rhino and get through your obstacles. I'm liking it. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll draw a few cards just to get some guidance for this reading from our tarot, and we'll discuss a few aspects that you should probably be aware of. One of which is October 23rd, when Saturn is direct in Aquarius, and what that means for you, and also October 25th, when we have a new moon and partial solar eclipse in Scorpio. So it's going to be a busy month for us all, Aquarius, but we all have different type of challenges. So let's see if we can find what they might be for you. All right, and the first card out is the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Over here we have the Ace of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Well, this is totally retrograde energy right here, Four of Swords, right? And we still have a lot of big planets that have been retrograde, including Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto was too. I think it's going direct October 30th. So let's talk first about the October 23rd, when Saturn is direct in Aquarius. This is going to be a time to make major karma choices to move toward our future for everyone. Because Aquarius, you're all about the collective, and Saturn is a taskmaster. It is going to ask us to take a look at some areas in our life and to release them. It's just that simple. And so this is going to be a very high octane period, a very stressful period. And of course, October 25th, the new moon and the partial solar eclipse in Scorpio is going to be in your 9th house. So work demands can increase for you at this time. And the areas of travel, higher education, the law, house of spirituality is going to be activated. Now, we know that eclipses activate our north and south nodes, and we know that the north node is the direction we should be heading toward, and the south node is what we should be moving away from. So this karmic choice, this karmic ending, is also going to bring in celestial new beginnings. So we should talk about that. So the Five of Pentacles represents some fear. And, you know, we're a little worried that we're going to be pushed out into the cold. This is a feeling of lack. It's a feeling of poverty, of alienation, of illness. And some of us are going through some major changes, and we're going to be asked again, with Saturn returning into your sign Aquarius, and also with this partial solar eclipse in Scorpio, to to make some decisions. And so this is bringing up some anxiety for us all. Now, the Ace of Wands here is saying what I said regarding the Ace of Cups, which looks a little bit more as an offering, right, from Spirit. But these aces represent new beginnings, and that is what we have to remember. We have to remember karmic endings are celestial new beginnings. This is fate. This is our destiny. And if we can get to the other side, meaning if we can visualize, if we can have faith, if we can remember what we have moving toward, releasing doesn't seem as difficult. You're going to overcome these obstacles without a doubt. So here we have you at work, the Three of Pentacles, and you are being admired, you're being watched, you're being acknowledged. So some of you have been very, very busy in the work area, whether it's your own company, a new position, getting ready to as an artist maybe to learn how to monetize. Some of you have been online, which is a beautiful opportunity for small enterprises. So we have for you, we're looking at this new beginning as something that you might be already aware of, something that you're working on, since the work is here in between these two aces, which represents new beginnings. So speaking of the Ace of Cups, we know that this is something that is really something you're really emotionally charged about, because cups represent emotions. They represent our relationships. They represent the things we care about. So we understand when we invest in our heart space that we take a risk, right, of getting hurt in the heart space. But you are facing your fears, and you're just going to plow ahead. You are going to embrace this rhino spirit and move forward, regardless of all of the external challenges from planets that we all face. Now, the Page of Wands is a new messenger of something. So we know that wands represent enterprises. We know that they represent our passion, and that it comes with the Ace of Wands really makes me believe that this, for some of you, is a new job, however that is. Like I said, it could be your own business, your own enterprise, a new small business, but it is something that will grow over time, and you just have to have faith. You do. Now, the Four of Swords, what I had said earlier, holds true. Four of Swords to me is perfect energy during retrograde period, because we have to reassess, we have to realign, we have to review, all of the rewords, right, during retrograde, because our new endeavors don't get the backing that they deserve when things are in retrograde. And that's what you're worried about, because you kind of already started this. But it's not to be worried about. It is not, because this transit will pass, and you will have additional energy coming your way to help promote this new business, this new job that you've been doing. So we're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive to get some additional energies. And if I haven't done so already, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. I am new to YouTube, so any help in that area is much appreciated. And please feel free to drop a comment, give me a thumbs up, and to share my channel with someone you think might be interested. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a deeper dive here and see if we can get some additional energy that's going to help us see. Yep, Four of Pentacles. Beautiful. The Emperor and the Hermit. Wow. The Lovers. I love that. Four of Cups. Okay. I do like this. Okay. And Three of Cups. Perfect. All right. So let's get to this. The Hermit is solitary energy. And he's very wise. I call him the Zen master, because he's typically dressed in a Buddhist monk all the time with the hood. And he has spent his life alone, contemplating and mastering the subconscious, which makes him a master, which makes him enlightened. And he always is ready to shine his lantern on your highest path. So he is, in essence, your spiritual advocate, your guide during this journey. And he's available to you. So when this card shows up, it's just a reminder that this is part of the assistance, part of your guides, part of your advocacy during this time, and that you can tap into that and know that you are being guided correctly. This also talks about, you might have had a period, especially since you've been trying to start this new endeavor. I'm sensing that there was a period where some of you have been alone. You've been kind of pushed out in the cold, and that could be on a personal or a professional level. And when the Hermit arrives, it's a message saying that you're no longer going to be, walking this path alone. I mean, we all have our own soul's journey, our own soul path, but you won't be alone. You're never alone to begin with, but you won't be alone. Some of you, and it looks like, and we'll talk about that in a minute, will be having, some close relationships. You're coming together in a social, personal relationship, period, which is good. So now the Emperor is over here, and this is Mars power. This is Aries and Mars, and this is the god of war. There is absolutely no one more powerful than the Emperor. And that this is a new endeavor. This is your Ace of Wands with your new work here. We know that Mars is going to go retrograde in Gemini on October 30th. And Mars is the great igniter of it all. And he just helps us push things through. But all of these planets that have been in conjunction, let's remember that Mars was with Uranus and in Taurus and, headed toward the North Node. Mars is, and recently with Gemini. So there's been a lot of quick activity, and this might have helped you. But it's going to go retrograde October 30th. And don't forget that we still have Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus, and Saturn is going direct. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Mars is a great igniter. So when he's going direct and there is not all of these squares and oppositions, it's a much better time to launch. But you've already launched, so don't worry about it. You're moving in the right direction, and Mars will be helpful to you. Just keep moving at a slow and steady rate. Now we are showing the Four of Pentacles, and I like that because this is showing that this is a firm, solid, stable financial foundation for you, because that's what some of you have been worried about, right? Because when we start a new job or there's a major shift in our life, especially with our income, it's a little nerve-wracking. And when we don't have a lot of external help through these planetary aspects, it just becomes more challenging, and it just heightens our fears a little bit. But this is representing a firm financial foundation, period. Great abundance will definitely follow, but this is at the very minimum something that should waylay your fears, right? You will be provided for, you will be fine. Now, the Lovers on this side just thrill me because it's under the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups, of course, is this emotional, abundant energy. This is fulfillment at a very, very high level, and the Lovers represent a divine, balanced, and harmonious union. This is Gemini's card. And we know that Mars has been in Gemini, and I kind of like this coupling, right? I think this is going to work for you. I think that this energy is going to help move you along with this new endeavor, because it's the energy that's working for you right now. Now, the Four of Cups is coming in, and you're not really thrilled about this offer. You're being a little selective, and that's okay. I think you should. Not every offer that comes your way, this Page of Wands, is for you, or is for you at this time, right? Because to everything, there is a season. And I am thinking, because this season, this October, is just filled with all kinds of challenges, with Saturn coming back into your house on the 23rd and our partial solar eclipse in Scorpio, you've got enough on your plate. But the good news is you're generating some buzz out there. People are looking at you at work. That's how you're going to get more offers, because of this acknowledgement and the success that you are having. And the more you put yourself out there and keep working at it day in and day out, that is how you overcome your obstacle. Any obstacle is that you stay consistent and persistent. You have to continue doing what you're doing because it's been successful so far, and the promise of more success is here. And it is in a celebration of victory, of joy, and happiness. This is a very, very positive reading for you, Aquarius, especially with some challenges coming your way. I'm hoping that this resonated with some of you, and I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Make sure to come back and visit me, and I am wishing you balance, peace, and harmony. I'll see you soon.